Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel again. How are you all doing today? I hope you're all doing well. I hope you are trying to stay in the present moment, or as Lori Ladd calls it, the now moment. I hope you're trying to be mindful and just stay present and ground yourselves every day, hopefully spending time in nature, trying to create joy in your life or do something to keep your mind off of all the craziness of this world that we live in, this crazy dystopian like society that is trying to come to pass around us. And I know it's really difficult, and I thank you all for hanging in there. I thank you for sticking around, and for also for supporting my channel and for watching these videos. And hopefully these videos I've been making over the past 3 months or so have been helpful for you. And my goal is to continue making these. And right now I'm not monetizing this channel at all. So I'm just trying to provide free information. And part of why I don't monetize this is because the commercials drive me absolutely batty on other people's stations. I will turn on other people's videos, and literally every other minute there will be a commercial, and it drives me nuts. And so I always put myself in other people's shoes. And as much as I would love to monetize it, because I have bills to pay, and my only job that I have right now is my counseling that I do with people, and hopefully classes I'll be teaching in the future. I would love to have that extra money to pay some bills off. But at the same time, I'm here to serve you and to serve the planet. And so I really want this knowledge and information that I bring to YouTube. I really want this to be available easily for you, easy to watch, easy to go through without having to watch a stupid commercial every 5 seconds. And I just want it to be, an easy ride for you, because things are already difficult enough in the world as it is. I don't need to torture you guys more. I'm sure you're all being horribly tortured just with what's going on around you. And some of us are faring really well. Some of you who are watching this, you may say, oh, nothing bugs me. I have no fear. I feel great. I'm happy. Life is wonderful. And you know what? I commend you. That's awesome. If that is how things are going for you, high fives, man. That's awesome. But there's a lot of people who watch my videos who things are a little bit more challenging, and you may be feeling a little stressed right now. You may be feeling stressed from family members who are still asleep. They're still sleepers, and they're challenging you. They're hating on you daily, maybe fighting with you. You might have even been unfriended by lots of people on social media. You might have lost actual friends, like real friends, and maybe even family members. I have a lot of clients that are losing family members and friends like crazy right now, because those people are still in third density, and my clients, as well as all of you, are more fourth and fifth density. And so with this bifurcation, the split off happening between the third density people and the fourth, fifth density people, it's becoming a little bit more challenging. You can't be in the same room with them. They're very argumentative. They're very stubborn. It's really complicated. And so the thing that all of this creates, as well as the mainstream media, which is still spinning lies like crazy to the world, they're showing all their typical baloney on the news. With all of that going on with the political environment, I have to be really careful what I say on this YouTube station, because I do not want to have my channel shut down. I want to be here for you guys all the way into the future as far as I can. And so I'm trying really hard to not use key phrases and keywords, which is why I don't share all of my political views and beliefs on my videos. This station's supposed to be for spiritual upliftment and ascension. And if I mention the things going on in the world, even though they tie into the ascension and the spiritual stuff, if I mention that, then they will ban me off of YouTube. And I really, really like having this channel here. I like the fact that I have all of you guys on here and we can come together and I can share this information that hopefully is helping you in your lives every day. So I'm really careful what I say. If anybody wants to know what my political stance is, feel free to message me through my website anytime. I'm happy to chat with you off of social media where I can't get banned and shut down. Happy to chat with you about that. Most people who know me know that I'm fighting for the light, and I'm on Team God, Team Light. That's what side I'm on. Everything that is fear-based, everything that's evil, everything that's corrupt. The C word, which I'm not going to use it in this video, basically that represents that group of puppet masters that are running the planet, or the 12 families, as we call them. I'm not going to say their title because that might get me shut down. But they're kind of stressing us out. They're still around us right now. They're still causing a lot of stress in the environment. And this video that I am doing for you today is going to hopefully help you a little bit with that stress, because I'm here to share with you one tip that will help you not only relieve stress during the day, but will also help you improve your health in your body, mind, and spirit. And so what I am sharing with you today is about breath work or breathing, fully breathing. Yes, that kind of thing. Breathing with our lungs, fully taking all the air in, which is something that you do not do well when you're under stress, because here's what happens. When we are under stress, whether it's family members arguing with us, we lost our job, our spouse cheated, our dog died, our mom died, our children are fighting with us, your kid got kicked out of school, whatever the stressful situation is, there are many things that your body does with what's called the fight or flight response when it's under stress. And one of those things is either holding your breath, shallow breathing, or hyperventilating. And that is what we do when we're stressed out. It is part of the fight or flight response. So what that does is that messes up your lungs, messes up your oxygen in your body, your oxygen in your blood, and every single function of your body and my body needs this oxygen in order to be healthy. And you also need a lot of oxygen to heal, which is why they are using oxygen therapy for cancer and for all sorts of other types of health things now. They're using oxygen therapy because oxygen is very healing. We need to have our body fully oxygenated. And what I used to share with, I was a stress reduction expert for many years, and I would speak at medical conferences, and I would tell doctors at medical conferences, because these doctors have 90% burnout from stress, I would say, okay, if I strap you to a pulse oximeter, which measures your blood oxygenization level, how much oxygen is in your blood, if I strap you to a blood pressure cuff and a heart rate monitor, your heart rate goes up, your blood pressure goes up, and your oxygen level goes down. Your blood cells are not getting the oxygen they need because you're not breathing properly. So most humans, this is a common problem with humanity, is this stress response that involves the breathing, not getting enough air into your lungs throughout the day, especially if you're in a really stressful job where you're just go, 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 go. And I'm sure you've all heard the term, you need to stop and take a breath. That is a literal term, because there's a lot of people who just go, 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 and they literally don't even breathe. Like, they're not breathing, they're just holding their breath. They're shallow breathing, or they're hyperventilating. They're not really fully breathing. And what we call fully breathing, I mean deep belly breathing. So let's go back in time. Let's take a little trip back to when you were born, when you popped out of your mama's womb and you were a cute little baby thing. You would breathe fully and deeply into your belly, where your belly expands out when you take a breath in and your shoulders come up. And then when you breathed out, your belly would go down and in and your shoulders would drop. Now that is full belly breathing. Your belly should expand out like a balloon, your tummy, down in your tummy area. It should, your lower tummy, not your upper stomach, but your lower tummy would, what they call your donjon in Asian medicine and Chinese medicine, and and Korean medicine, and I think in Japanese too, your donjon, which is down in your lower belly. Okay, that's where all the fire is. That is where you're supposed to be breathing into throughout the day. But what happens is after you're born, when you're a little baby, you're breathing normal, you're fully breathing into your belly. And then the older you get, the more stress starts happening in your life. You go to elementary school, and that's kind of where a lot of the stress begins, where you have classes, you have tests, you have teachers, you have bullies. Maybe you're not making friends and you're upset about that, or your friends are being nasty to you or whatever. But when you start going to public school or any kind of school, then you start with the life stress, all the stress, that really hits you. And then your breathing starts to get worse and worse and worse over time, because you're doing the shallow breathing, holding your breath, or hyperventilating stress response. Now, 2-year-olds can do this too when they're having a tantrum. Okay, when a 2-year-old, I had a daughter actually, who would lay down in the middle of the Target store and bang her fists on the ground and scream and hold her breath until she looked like she was gonna stop breathing, she was gonna die. She'd sit there and purposely hold her breath. She'd cry and then she'd hold her breath. And I thought she was gonna die. And she was purposely doing that. And there's a lot of children who do that when they're throwing tantrums, but that's not a thing that they do every day, all day long. This is a thing they would do once in a while. So when you start going to school and you have the stress response happening, and then you get older and older and older, and you get more and more responsibilities, more issues in your life, the peer pressure when you're a teen, and getting a job, and maybe fighting with your parents, and on and on and on, just layer on layer on layer of stresses that come from this world that we live in. The media, the teachers, everybody telling you you're not good enough, your religion, your churches telling you you're not good enough, you're not worthy, and people criticizing you and putting you down, and on and on and on and on. These things just build up layer after layer after layer of stress. And as time goes by, your breathing just gets worse and worse and worse, to the point where throughout the day, you're no longer fully breathing anymore. You're just always either in this fight or flight. You're always either shallow breathing or not breathing. You're breathing up in your chest when you're an adult. And as you get older, there's this big issue where we're chest breathing basically, instead of deep belly breathing, which really fully oxygenizes your entire body and all the cells in your body, so that you can be healthy. And if you have health issues, you can heal your body quicker with the more oxygen that you take into your body. So today, what we're going to do is I'm going to teach you some techniques to fully oxygenize your body, so that you no longer have this issue, and you're going to have to make it into a new habit. So habits take 27 days to break, something like that, an old habit. So it's going to take you a while to break your old habit of shallow, either chest breathing or shallow breathing or holding your breath. The chest breathing is the most common one, people just breathing in their chest and not breathing. And don't get me wrong, chest breathing is okay when you're doing a specific meditation for that. Like there's a lot of meditations where they tell you breathe into your heart space, and that's fine to do that, but you don't keep breathing into your heart space all day. That's more of part of a specific meditation. You really need to be deep, full belly breathing all day long, like you did when you were 2 years old or 1 year old or a baby. So this is going to be a great technique. It's going to help you get rid of your stress. It will help you so that anything you have going on will hopefully heal quicker, because you'll be getting more oxygen in. And it's going to help you to calm, center, and balance yourself and become more peaceful. And hopefully it'll even maybe help you sleep better at night. And it will help you with anxiety, and just a lot of there's so many different things that breathing techniques help with. Now, in Sanskrit, they call this breath work pranayama breathing, and there's many different varieties of pranayamas. Today, I'm going to teach you just a couple of them. I am actually a certified mindfulness and meditation instructor, and one of the things that I work on with people who need it for stress in particular is pranayama breathing, all of the different types of breathing techniques for anxiety and panic attacks and all of these types of problems. So in the future, if you need help with this, if this is a problem for you, if you have a lot of stress, I'm more than happy to help you with that. I was a stress management coach and life coach and health coach for about 7 years. I did that professionally and spoke all over the country. I had a best-selling book about it, which is not on the market anymore. I took it off because I'm not doing that work anymore. I'm focusing only on the spiritual realm now. But if you are somebody who's under a lot of stress and you need to do a spiritual guidance session with me and you want to learn some of these stress reduction techniques, I am happy to throw some in for you and help you out. But in the meantime, what I want you to do, wherever you're at right now, if you're not at home, then maybe save this video to watch later. And when you're at home, you want to be in a place where you can sit in a chair or you can stand up. You can either stand up or you can sit in the chair and do this. You can even do it laying down, honestly. But what you want to do is you want to have your spine nice and straight. You want to have your shoulders up and back. And what you're going to do is you're going to breathe in. You're going to put your hands on your belly, put your shoulders back, your back straight, and put your hands on your lower belly. So I'm going to tip the camera so you can see. So lower belly down here, not your chest. Here's my chest. Here's my lower belly. You're going to put your hands on your lower belly so that you can feel. This is just so, until you learn how to do this, okay? And you're going to breathe in through your nose, very long and slow, okay? So and you're going to breathe out through your mouth really long and slow. And that is a specific type of pranayama. I like to call it a cleansing breath. But basically, it starts training you to breathe into your belly. Now, what will be happening if you're doing this properly is when you breathe in, your belly should go out like a balloon down below. Your lower belly should expand out and your shoulders should come up, okay, when you breathe in. So, and when you breathe out, your tummy should go in and your chest should go down. Your shoulders should go down. Okay, so everything should come up and out when you breathe in. And when you breathe out, it should all go down and in. And what this is going to do is this is going to start training you for full belly breathing. So what you do is you start off doing this like today. Maybe you do like 5 of these. And I'm going to warn you, you don't want to do a lot of the ones where you go really slow in and really slow out. No, you can do 2 or 3 or 4 of those just for relaxation, for stress relief. If you've had a difficult day or any time throughout your day, you can stop and take a break and do this. But you don't want to do that for like a long period of time because it will make you dizzy and pass out. In fact, if you're doing any breathing exercises at all where you get dizzy, I want you to immediately stop doing them, okay? Because I'm not here to get you hurt or in trouble or sick or anything like that. We're here to help you. So if you feel dizzy or lightheaded when you're doing any of these exercises, please stop. But with this breathing, what you're going to do is you're going to feel your tummy. You're going to expand your tummy out when you breathe in. And your chest comes up. And when you breathe, your chest should drop down. And, you know, if you have a hard time starting off with this, one way to start it to make sure your tummy expands out when you breathe in is breathe out. And when you do, breathe out really hard. And when you do, pull your stomach in and drop your chest. So you'd go, and you'd literally suck your tummy in. And then when you breathe in, you push your tummy gets pushed out and you're breathing the air and really visually force the air down low into your lower stomach. So this needs to be a mind-body activity. So in your mind, you're actually seeing the air coming through your nose and all the way down deep into your gut. Okay, so your lower gut area, you're going to breathe in, expand it up and out, up with the shoulders, up with the chest, out with the stomach. It's going to swell up like a big fluffy balloon. And then you're going to breathe out and everything's going to come down. It's going to drop down. And you start off doing these, once or twice a day if you can, and then work up to 3 times a day. And then throughout the day, every day, check in with yourself and just see if when you're breathing, if you're belly breathing or not. You want to consciously get yourself to a point where every time you're breathing where your tummy expands out and your chest goes up and your tummy goes down when you breathe out. Okay, so you want to consciously be doing this throughout the day. You need to check in to see if you're fully breathing. All right. And that is going to help you. It's going to oxygenate your blood. It's going to get more oxygen. It's going to help increase your lungs and heal your lungs and expand your lung capacity. In fact, in Kung Fu, I was taking a class with Shifu, I think, what's his name? Lin Chuan. I can't remember his name, but it's a really long name in Chinese. And he's a Shifu. He's a kung fu master. Shifu is kung fu master in Chinese, and it's either pronounced Sifu or Shifu. It's spelled Shifu, but I think they say Sifu when they pronounce it. But he's a kung fu master, and he does all these breath work exercises because they do this in Chinese medicine. They do this all over Asia. They do it in India. They do it all over the world in so many different places with this breath work, these breathing techniques, because the ancient cultures know that this breathing, it's the breath of life, right? It's your life. Without your air, without your oxygen, you die. You need it. It's important. So it's really important for you to know um, that this type of thing is going to help you to be healthier and stronger. It's going to improve your vigor, your strength, and it's going to help your lungs, because this kung fu master I was doing this class with, I started it at the beginning of the flu outbreak. I'm calling it the flu. We know it's not, but the CV thing that's going around the planet right now, it harms your lungs. And I was really worried that if I get that, I'm going to have a problem, because I had asthma when I was a child. So one of the ways that you can heal your lungs and help your lungs to expand is doing these these Eastern techniques with the breathing, because it really, really expands your lung power. It strengthens your lungs. The more breathing kind of exercises you do, the more you're going to strengthen your lungs. The same with cardiovascular exercise. When you're doing a cardio workout like aerobics or riding your bike or jogging, that's going to help strengthen your lungs. Any of those type of exercises, running up a hill, going up a hill, riding your bike up a hill, doing a rowing machine, any type of exercise like that, that's a cardiovascular aerobic type of exercise, stair stepping, jogging on a speed walking on a treadmill or on the road, that's going to expand your lungs and improve your lungs as well. But it won't change your daily breathing with the shallow breathing and these issues that I mentioned earlier. So doing this breathing technique that I just taught you every day, if you can start doing it for a few minutes a day even, and working your way up to just checking yourself every day to see, am I chest breathing, am I shallow breathing, or am I fully belly breathing? Am I really, just put your hand on your belly and just feel when you're breathing. How am I breathing? Am I breathing into my chest, or am I breathing into my tummy, or donjon as they call it? Okay, so so this is one really good way to help you in your life. And another thing that you can do, a second pranayama technique you can do, and this is one for relieving stress, is you breathe in, you stand up. I'm not going to stand up because you won't be able to see me. At least I don't think so. Let's see. I don't know if you can hear me, but okay, here I'm standing up. So you stand up, and hopefully you guys can hear me. And you breathe in, and you take your arms, and you breathe in, go. Now, that is sometimes called a fire breath. It is sometimes called a fire breath or fire breathing, but you breathe in and go. And you just really, really push out all of that all of that breath out of you. You just really force it out. So let's try this sitting down. You can either stand up or you can sit down. I prefer to stand up because I like to do it really dramatic. What that does is it gets rid of all the tension and stress in your body. Like if you're really stressed out, you're really worked up, if you go and you're almost like yelling, but you're doing it through your teeth and your lips, when you're releasing your breath. So you breathe in and go. Now, it's also a great way to get rid of anger when you're really, really ticked off. You're just mad at the world, you're mad at your family, you're mad at the politics, whatever is going on. You're just angry, okay? You breathe in like that and you let it out. It is such a huge release. You're releasing emotions and stress and tension and pissed off feelings, all of that. You're releasing it all off, out with the breath. With the breathing, you're just letting it go. So try these exercises and let me know in the comments how they worked for you, how you're feeling when you do it. Let me know if you've tried it for a few days and you're feeling more relaxed or you're sleeping better at night, which hopefully you will be. I'm hoping for, praying for you all that this will benefit you and help you in some way in your life. But please let me know in the comments what you think of these exercises, if they've been beneficial for you or not. And if you have any questions about these exercises, please put those in the comments as well. And I thank you all again for supporting my channel. Please like this video if it was helpful for you. Subscribe to my station and hit the notification bell so you can see when new videos come on. And share with everybody who you think will benefit from my information. And just remember, I'm not monetizing, so how you can really help me out is get a copy of my book. I only make a couple bucks, that's it, on it, but it's better than nothing. It helps pay some bills. To get a copy of my book, Ascension 101, A Roadmap for Your Soul. And, let me know if you'd like a counseling session, because I'm here to help the planet, but I also, pay my bills that way. I can't survive without it. So let me know how you're all doing. Drop notes in the comments and tell me how things are going for you with the breathing techniques and any other things I've been suggesting. Just let me know. I am happy to be of service to you all. I love you all so much. I am so grateful for all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And see you again next time. Bye.